Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
We're the Office Blokes.
Yes, we are.
If it's the first time you're tuning into the channel, don't forget like and subscribe.
Yeah, go on, push that button.
Check it as well. You might not be subscribed, you might love us. Twitch, the rise and fall from Company Man.
Right, okay.
Do you know anything much about Twitch?
Not a great deal, I must admit. No,
I know
not
a little
well
bit.
up on it.
I know we did a bit of research on it where we were going to go on Twitch originally. It's more of a...
Yeah.
I'd put it down more of a gaming platform.
Yeah,
The people I know that use Twitch are big gamers.
Is it more more live streaming Twitch?
I think so, yeah.
Rather than sort of like recorded content?
I think so, yeah.
Right, okay.
But I think it's mostly live streaming on gaming.
Yeah.
From what I can gather. And that wasn't for me, so it was like a case of...
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, I must admit.
No.
So, yeah, be interesting this.
So let's see the rise and fall. Twitch, Company Man. Always like a bit of Company Man as well.
He is good.
Twitch is the most popular live streaming platform on the internet. Every month, over 7 million people from around the world use it to stream themselves doing, well, all sorts of things, but there's always been an emphasis on video games. The name Twitch comes from Twitch gameplay, which is when you have to react to something really fast while playing a game. At any given time, millions of people are tuning in to watch their favorite streamers. Some of the biggest ones can have hundreds of thousands of people watching them at the same time. Simply put, live streaming has quickly grown into a multi-billion-dollar industry, and Twitch is the primary place to do it. However, despite its unprecedented popularity, Twitch has been dealing with a number of issues that have contributed to uncertainty concerning the future of the company. I am not saying it is going to shut down anytime soon, I want to be clear about that, but there may be...
There's kind of been rumours for a long time with Twitch, haven't they, about it's going to go away, and it just always seems to be there.
Well, it's like an alternative for people who actually do live stream on Twitch. What's the other platforms that sort of
YouTube?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, you can live stream on that, I'm guessing, can't you? Yeah.
So I imagine there's quite a few.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm not sure what Nebula do, whether Nebula's a live stream, and I'm not sure.
Right,
so I'm not too well up on live streaming as such, especially for
same
gameplay.
here.
I don't know what the equivalent may be for gameplay. I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
Cause for concern as it moves forward. So in this video, I want to outline what I believe to be some of the bigger issues facing Twitch. The two people that are most responsible for creating the platform are Emmett Shear and Justin Kan. In 2005, while attending Yale University, they worked together to create an online calendar application called Kiko that proved to be somewhat successful. But after about a year, they wanted to move on to other projects, so they sold the business on eBay, of all places, for $258,000. The next project was called Justin.tv, where they teamed up with a few others to essentially create an internet-based reality show where Justin Kan would live stream every moment of his life. It was being called life casting. Maybe not the most consistently entertaining show, but it was such a revolutionary, unique idea that it quickly gained an audience. After a few months, they retooled the website to allow users to broadcast themselves over it, establishing different stream categories like music or animals. Over the next few years, the two most popular categories emerged to be sports and video games, but the sports category was problematic because it was mostly people illegally broadcasting copyrighted sporting events.
Right.
They had to testify in front of a House committee, the company who owned the UFC filed a lawsuit against them, so it became a big hassle, but the video game category looked promising. The video game publishers expressed very few copyright issues and were overall cooperative in having people stream their games. In 2011, they turned the category into its own streaming site called Twitch TV, and that quickly became the company's primary focus. By 2014, it had grown to almost 50 million monthly users, making it one of the most popular sites on the internet and catching the attention of large technology companies like Yahoo and Google. In May of that year, it was being reported that Google was buying Twitch for $1 billion. Wow. Twitch was growing fast and wanted a larger company backing them that could help them scale things, and Google was already the owner of YouTube, so you could see how they would be complementing to each other. The deal never happened. It would have likely been blocked due to antitrust concerns, plus the people at Twitch felt that their platform would always be Google's secondary focus behind YouTube, which is probably a fair concern. Well, in August of that year, only 3 months later, it was announced that Twitch would be instead acquired by Amazon for $970 million, just a little bit less, but still their largest acquisition ever at the time. Amazon was already involved in gaming before that. They had bought the developer of Killer Instinct, created their own gaming gaming studio and were technically one of the top video game sellers. Amazon said that they made the deal to show its belief in the future of gaming, which has proven to be accurate. Over the next decade, Twitch grew their user base significantly and were greatly helped by the pandemic when everyone was inside watching stuff on the internet.
I wonder what the percentage of gamers there is around the world. Like, about the population.
Ooh.
Pretty much every household, I bet.
It's pretty big, isn't it? If you've got household kids in it, then you pretty
It's
much...
not even for kids anymore, mate.
Oh, no, but I'm saying if there is kids in the house, then 9 times out of 10, they're probably into gaming, aren't they? At the very least.
Yeah.
But yeah, older parents as well getting into it these days.
I know adults, and I say to them, like, you coming to the game, or you coming out, whatever, and they go, no, I'm on a gaming like competition.
Yeah, really?
Like, don't know whatever. And then, like, even people I know, they say, like, they play for hours on games, and I'm like...
Well, gaming's been going for a long, long time now, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's advanced as well.
I mean, even when we were kids, there was still gaming, weren't there? Video arcades and stuff like that. Then it got better and better, and a bit more, more modern with the indoor ones like your PlayStations and stuff like that at home.
To go. I mean, I can hear Aiden sometimes when he's gaming. He's got headsets on. He's talking to his mates. They're all gaming together, sort of thing. They're all in the same sort of environment.
It's like a social type of thing, isn't it? These days as well, kids. My lads used to do. Like I say, just hear on the headphones, just talking to the mates and playing with them at the same time. Absolutely incredible. It's big. It's huge, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Just wonder what the size of it is globally.
Yeah.
Like population wise.
Those numbers, however, have leveled off, and that leads me to the first issue I want to talk about. Twitch has been losing money. In January of 2024, their CEO, Dan Clancy, admitted that Twitch was not profitable and has been relying on money from their parent company, Amazon, to keep things running. It has been an ongoing problem, and that's where things start to get concerning, right? They are already leading the market, so how do they go about raising their revenue or lowering their costs? As Dan Clancy has said, delivering high-definition, low-latency, always available live video to nearly every corner of the world is expensive. Even utilizing Amazon's resources, they are still paying a lot of necessary expenses, and many of the ways that they have tried to lower expenses have been criticized, most recently layoffs. It turns out that they may have overestimated their growth rate following the pandemic and hired too many people. In 2023, they laid off 400 employees, and in early 2024, it was another 500, representing over a third of their staff at that point. Around that same time, they shut down the service in South Korea, another unpopular decision, saying that it was too expensive to keep it going over there. I also want to mention that multiple key executives have been leaving the company, most notably co-founder Emmett Shear, who had served as CEO for 12 years before stepping down in 2023. He had recently become a father and said that he was ready to move on, but I don't know, you put it all together and it can form a potentially concerning picture. Next up on my list is the revenue split with the streamer. There are many different ways that Twitch streamers can make money. There's a virtual currency called bits that users can send them. They could have sponsored streams, sell merchandise, they have affiliate links, but one of the primary sources is subscription revenue. Viewers can pay money to subscribe to a streamer to get custom emotes that they use in the chat, a badge beside their name, among other things, and I would say it is a great way to show support. There have been exceptions, but traditionally, the money the viewer pays for that subscription gets split 50-50 between the streamer and Twitch, and it has been argued that that is not a great ratio for the streamer. There have been petitions and numerous requests to change the ratio to 70-30, which is the standard for streamers on YouTube. There have been minor adjustments to the revenue split over the years, but the one with the most backlash was in 2022 when they announced that the select group of partners that were receiving the 70-30 split would be lowered to 50-50 after their first 100,000. I know that might not sound like a big issue, but the streamer saw it as a step in the wrong direction, believing that streamers are the core of the platform, and that's the last place that they should be looking to save money. In early 2024, they announced more changes to the revenue split that are still not quite what the streamers are asking for, but much more in their favor. But again, they are already losing money, so unclear what the smart decision is there. Somewhat related, in 2023, they announced new guidelines for the streamers regarding sponsors, mainly saying that burned-in advertisements were prohibited and they couldn't show logos that take up more than 3% of the screen size, a very specific number, and boy was that an unpopular announcement. You have to consider that sponsors are a big source of revenue for many streamers, and in many cases used to supplement that 50-50 revenue split. There was tremendous opposition to the new rules. Major streamers were threatening to leave the platform, so Twitch quickly apologized and said that they would rewrite those rules. But you see how a lot of the streamers are developing this hostile relationship with...
I think they introduced like skip you weren't allowed to skip ads.
Ah, right, okay.
So I think that was Twitch, wasn't it?
Not sure if
skippable ads.
Because obviously you can do that on YouTube, can't you? It's like a premium that you can do that on.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe Twitch might have had a similar type of thing. I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks like they're just angering most of the the users there, don't it? Really?
Yeah.
With Twitch, they feel disrespected and just getting upset with the platform. Going back to the list, a quick one to follow up on the revenue split would be a major data breach. In 2021, it was big news when a hacker accessed their data due to an error in a Twitch server configuration change. Wow. Mainly, information was leaked about creator payouts from the past few years. Admittedly, probably not the most detrimental thing that could have happened to Twitch, but it still should not have happened. It made everyone question whether or not they could trust Twitch with their sensitive information, further straining their relationship with everyone who uses the service. Next up on my list is gambling. It has been a massive debate within the Twitch community over the past few years. It became a big thing where streamers would go online and bet large amounts of money. Even the rapper Drake was sponsored by an Australian online casino called Stake.com, where he would stream himself on Twitch, betting a lot of money on their site. And then there was this other streamer that tricked a bunch of people in the community into giving him over $200,000 that was used to support his gambling habits. Clearly, there are ethical questions to consider involving all of this, one of the big ones being the influence on kids who access these streams. So after plenty of protest in 2022, Twitch banned the streaming of gambling sites like Stake.com that were not licensed in
live gambling streams to any age group is a bit...
It's but it's like everything. It's I don't know, anything that you do now, you're not allowed to do it.
No, I know what you mean.
Clamping down on everything. It's like can't do that anymore. Can't do that anymore.
But I think the gambling thing. I think when it comes to kids being exposed to it, it's probably not a great thing.
I remember over here with the gambling places over here, what we call bookmakers or the bookies. The actual shops where you go in. I remember years ago you couldn't even see inside them. All the windows were blacked out. The doorway was always sort of like double doors. You couldn't see.
Well, it's like all the pubs, pub vaults, and things like that.
Same.
It'd all be sort of like
smoke glass,
wouldn't it?
But you see, like now you can just see straight into bookmakers.
Yeah.
And there's no hiding anything. It is what it is. You weren't allowed in if you were under 18. Now you're allowed in over 16. I think it is in the bookmakers.
Right, okay.
Change the rules on certain things, but it's just, I don't know. It's you've got to let certain things go.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an adult, then
they're talking now, and even on the football shirts in England, they're saying like you can't have any betting sponsorships on there. But you go into the stadium. And I don't know when the last time you were at the stadium was, but you got the stadiums. People are coming around with betting slips. Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet? Do you want to put this? And they've got like mobile things, and you're filling it in, and you're giving it there because you can't get online in the stadiums for the most part.
Yeah, I think it not being on football shirts. I think it's a bit ridiculous when you see Sky Sports. All the programs, Sky Bet. I mean,
every other advert,
it's absolutely everywhere on Sky Sports. It really is. Not just, adverts as well. Anyway,
and it's all right putting a thing at the bottom that says, bet safe, or when the fun stops, stop.
Yeah,
it's all right putting that, but that's not going to stop an addict, is it? It's like in heroin. You're addicted to drugs in some way, and you're going like, when you've had too much, you know when to stop.
Yeah, I just think not putting on sponsorships for shirts. I mean, I think it's going a bit too far. I think you got to trust people a little bit more than that. But
gambling, soon they'll ban alcohol soon, and then it just be what's the point?
I mean, that ain't going to happen. Not over here, it's not anyway.
In the US, leading me straight into the final issue on my list, competition. To this point, Twitch has always been far ahead of any competitor when it comes to live streaming video games. In 2015, shortly after that Google Twitch acquisition failed to happen, YouTube Gaming was launched as their answer to Twitch. But despite the traffic coming from YouTube and the more favorable revenue split and everything else, it has failed to catch up to Twitch. The audience is just not there. So in 2019, they shut down.
That's uncanny because literally just before that, I was just about to say under what the sort of like level of YouTube gaming is. But obviously that was it. They did their own live one, but it didn't work. So
not got as big as Twitch. Yeah. Surprising that.
Yeah. From the YouTube Gaming app and integrated it into the traditional YouTube app. In 2016, Microsoft acquired a service that they renamed Mixer and even made big money contracts with some of the most popular streamers like Ninja and Shroud to go onto their platform, but again, they fell short. By 2020, they were only getting around 3% of the viewership of Twitch and decided to shut down. In 2022, following Twitch's announcement that they would ban gambling, the people behind one of those gambling sites, Stake.com, started their own streaming service to compete with Twitch. That is a bit of a twist, and they have been making quite an impact. Obviously, they don't have nearly as strong of a
That kick, I seen that for the first time yesterday.
Oh, really? That's uncanny.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
Do you know where I seen it?
Ooh, no idea.
At the game, Everton v Liverpool.
Oh, really?
Do you know who's Everton main sponsor is?
No.
On the shirt.
Oh, is it Strike?
Steak.
Steak.
Steak.com, who won that kick, he just said, didn't he? And I seen it in the crowd yesterday, and he just said green thing, and he said kick, and I thought, what's that? And I thought he was going to say kick it out.
Right.
I thought it was an advert for kick it out.
Right, yeah.
And I was just looking at it and thinking, it's not changed, it just says kick.
Yeah.
And I thought nothing of it. Thought nothing of it. That's what it is. Now it's answered my question. Yeah.
There you go then.
Learning things from this, you see.
Educational, though. Educational.
User base, but they have been growing faster than you might expect and have attracted notable streamers. Some creators are switching over to Kick because they have much more relaxed rules when it comes to gambling and all sorts of other craziness, and their revenue split is 95-5. Yeah, the streamer keeps 95% of the revenue, which is far better than any other notable
gaming on there,
platform
Mike.
has ever offered. They have also made deals with major streamers, the most notable one being with XQC, valued around $100 million. I mean, that is bigger than most professional sports contracts.
Yeah.
When the New York Times reported on it, they said it was a significant blow to the Amazon-owned site and a sign of its increasingly strained relationship with content creators. So that does not sound good. Now, Kick is also clearly losing money with all those expenses and low revenue, so they are essentially being kept afloat by Stake.com, again raising all sorts of ethical questions regarding their ties to gambling. So, I don't know, live streaming services just don't seem to be profitable. They're all being supported by bigger companies that hope their investment will pay off in the future, but it's unclear exactly how that's going to happen. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Twitch? Have you used them as a streamer or a viewer, and how does it compare to streaming on YouTube or Kick? Are they unique enough to outlast all the others and remain on top, or do all of their issues leave an opportunity for others to catch up to them? What do they need to do to improve things and restore their reputation? Though it's not like the others have the best reputations either, so a lot to consider. I also want to point out that this is not a complete list of all of their issues. There have been controversies involving streamers being unfairly banned, or hot tub streams and sexualized content, and so many others. These are just the ones that I feel are the most significant or impactful to the company itself. Please let me know if you think something should be added or subtracted from it, and any other thoughts you have about Twitch, leave them in the comments.
Yeah, I enjoyed that video.
It's good company, man.
Yeah,
it explains it really
good,
well.
Yeah, some good info. But
Yeah.
what when you mentioned there, they said it's some hot tub streams.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Is that just like, is it what it sounds like, or is it
Just
like
sitting in a hot
something?
tub.
Yeah, is it something else? But then it says sexualized streams, which I was going to get to. I was going to say, what's the difference between something like a Twitch? You know, if someone wants to subscribe to a program on Twitch watching someone game, right? What's the difference with subscribing to someone on OnlyFans and watching them game? They're on a different platform.
Right, okay.
I don't know what the revenue share is in OnlyFans for things like that. I know OnlyFans. I guess OnlyFans started off with it. Was it an Austrian art gallery?
I have no
Something
idea.
like wanted to show the paintings and that sort of.
Really?
That's what I believe. Yeah.
It's like a bit of a twist, doesn't it?
It has, hasn't it? Yeah, literally. A twist and a poke and a flip. But no, it's gone very different now. But I'm wondering, you know, is it become like a bit of a taboo subject when you say, yeah, I'm on OnlyFans. Oh, you are? And you go, yeah, I'm a gamer.
I would guess it is. I mean, OnlyFans is more synonymous with more sexualized content.
Now
it's not
yeah.
sort of associated with gaming at all, really. I wouldn't have thought. But
I'm wondering what the difference is. I mean, that's something for me who doesn't know. Someone for me who doesn't know.
I'm guessing like the technology and this, that, and the other is pretty much the same. It depends what your content is, doesn't it?
That's what. That's all you are.
Anyway,
you're subscribing to content.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So if you're paying a monthly fee, I don't know how much it costs. What the lowest tier is on like an OnlyFans. Well, I do really. But it's, you know, what the lowest tier is on OnlyFans to what you can sort of like charge is an unlimited fee you can charge for different things.
Okay.
You know, to watch people game and stream live.
Yeah,
because that's all it is. Right. It's the same.
It's
just different content.
Yeah,
just different type.
Of content.
And is gambling allowed on on
on
OnlyFans and things like that?
I'm guessing eventually all the market will settle down a little bit, but it just seems that the creators are getting a bit edgy about the split. A lot of it is about the money again, isn't it? And what they're taking out of it. So
it comes down to, once the platform's there, it's down to the creators to put the content on there, isn't it?
Yeah, without the content creators, then there's no platform, there's no need for it. So they've got to be, you know, the main people in it, I would guess. But it's just got to be fair all around. It's got to be a level where the creators and the content, the platform owners where everyone feels like, yeah, that's a fair split.
Goes across everywhere though with subscription based subscription based, not content, but subscription based payments.
Yeah.
So what they do once they've got you in, it's like everything Sky over here. When you've got Ring on the doorbell, then you pay a monthly subscription. All of a sudden, that's gone up to sort of like a massive jump. But they've got you.
Yeah, you sort of invest in it.
The cost now to go and change all your Ring doorbells, or go and change what, some people have more than one. Some people have multiple. They have the cameras, they have everything, and to go and change that subscription and then replace all the cameras with something else. For a low subscription, are you going to change?
Yeah.
Is that the way Kick's going? Is that sort of like they're going to bring everyone in at a revenue and then all of a sudden change it from 95 to 5 to 80-20?
You would think
that's still a massive increase for Kick.
You think that would change at some stage, wouldn't you? Because obviously they're being kept afloat by the parent company at the moment, like it said in the video. But that's what they do, isn't it? No, it's like getting your iPhones and stuff like, and iPads, where it's all joined together. It's all in the cloud.
It's easy, isn't it?
It's more difficult to move on to sort of like,
once it's subscription, once you cancel that subscription, it's gone.
Yeah,
you lose it.
Yeah,
you have a certain amount of grace period, what you paid for, then it's gone. You lose it all. Spotify, same.
Yeah.
Apple Music, they're all in it. They're all very similar.
Case of getting the customers in and keeping them
monthly
hooked
fees,
keeping them hooked, and
there you go. Anyway, enjoyed that.
But yeah, it's good.
Bit of business for a Thursday afternoon. We're recording this.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
got our business heads on today. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.